everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and today I have just a few pieces. I have some bodices, some sleeve panels, and a doily bundle coming up. I'm going to get started. Bodice number 1 is just the bodice front and back. There are no sleeves. It is fairly heavily beaded, white with slightly iridescent sequins. This is all of it here. I always leave the zipper on all of my bodices because I don't know if somebody wants to repurpose that, so I don't cut it. I forgot to say up front that, as always with bodices, it's more difficult to use them because normally the stitches that hold the beads on goes all the way through the satin, so you'll have to either use it as a whole or find a way to seal in the stitches on the back in order to cut the individual appliques out. You won't be able to remove them from the satin without losing the beads and sequins. So that being said, bodice number 1, it has a little dangle in the front here. I'm going to come in so you can see it has embroidered appliques. And it has this kind of a scalloped hem trim along the top, and I believe it's on the back as well. And there's that little dangle. It has fairly heavily beaded, large beads in the center there, all the way down to this bottom part. That's the front. Then the back has beaded appliques as well. You have that scallop along the top. And it goes all the way down to the bottom, and then you have your satin covered buttons all the way down. So that is bodice number 1, and I am asking $6 for bodice number 1. Bodice number 2 is a cream color. This one is fairly heavily beaded. The top of it is a tulle with some swirls of pearls, and then a pearl strand going around the neckline. Most of the sleeve has been removed. It still has this little bit on tulle along the top of each side, and it comes down to this down here. Now let me come in so you can see. This one has the corded alençon appliques on it. This is that string of beads along the top, and you've got your pearl and sequin swirls on the tulle. And then come over here. You can see it has iridescent seed beads as part of the beading on it. Different sized beads. You see the center here is some more of those little seed bead elements to the flowers in through there. This is down the center. Lots of seed beads incorporated in with the beading on this one. Look at that down there. Very pretty. And then the very center of the bottom of the bodice. And then you've got the appliques going up both sides. So that's the front. The back is the same thing. It's got the bead strand going all the way around. You've got your satin covered buttons. This is cream satin covered. You've got your swirls on the back on the tulle as well. And then you have not as many, but you still have the beadwork with all the little tiny beads in it on the back, going down both sides. There's a really pretty flower there. Gorgeous. And more along the bottom. That's on both sides. So that is bodice number 2. And I am asking $9 for this one. It weighs just under the weight for first class in the US. Bodice number 3 is kind of unusual. Oops, I'll keep that on there. It has, I have to come up close to show you the detail on this one. The sequins on this one were originally, I believe, the white sequins, but they have turned, and now they're a really pretty peach colored. I'll show you the detail on it. Very pretty peach colored sequins on this one. And the background of it is not really appliques per se, it's a lace. And the lace has ruffles around the flowers. Let me just pan real quick so you can see. There are no sleeves on this one. The sleeves are coming up next. Fairly heavily beaded. This one too has the little tiny seed, even tinier seed beads, and it has some bugle beads. Alright, let me start at the top here and come down so you can see the... This is a good example of the lace on here. It has the different pattern on it, and this is the ruffle going all around the flowers. Hope you can see that. You can see the ruffles going all around the flowers out of kind of an organza kind of material. Here are the peach colored sequins. And you can see some of the tiny seed beads in the flowers on this one. That's around the neckline. Very pretty. Come out just a little bit as I pan so I don't make you dizzy. And you've got those flowers all through the front. There's one there. Has little tiny seed beads in between the sequins. You've got your ruffles, and here's the pieces, whoops, with the white bugle beads going up. And it comes down to the front, and here you've got your little front piece hanging off. That is the front. The back is exactly the same. It's covered with that lace. The top part is on tulle. You can see the lace there with the peach sequins, peach colored flowers. And you've got your satin covered buttons going all the way down. There's probably at least 20 buttons there. So this is bodice number 3, and I am asking $8 for this one. And up next are the sleeves from that dress. They are large panels, and it's all the lace with the ruffles on it. I'm going to pan so you can see how much there is. You have this large piece here, and it comes down to the heavily beaded, like you saw on the bodice, even more so I think than on the bodice. And you have a fair amount of satin covered buttons also. I'm going to come in so you can see the lace. It's gorgeous. You've got the peach colored sequins on this as well. Look at those flowers. These you can cut out, or you can use this beautiful lace to cover something. Oh, let me come down on this part because it's more heavily beaded than the bodice, I think, and it's on a there's no satin on the back of it, so look at that. Gorgeous. So that is the sleeve panel to that dress. I have 2 of these, obviously, and I am asking $6 per panel. I am going to be selling the rest of the pieces from this dress probably this weekend. There's some hem that has, the hem is the same way. It has these frilly, these like organza ruffles on the pattern that's on the hem. It's very shabby looking. And there are also some large panels of this lace on the hem as well, or on the train as well. So look forward to that probably this weekend. And finally, I have a Doily Bundle. These are the last ones I have of these particular doilies. I am going to be doing another doily video, not this weekend, but the weekend after. I need a sip of coffee here. With sets, and I have a lot of new doilies coming up, so stay tuned for that. These are from my previous videos, and these are all I have left of them. I'm going to start from largest to smallest. They range in size from 6 inches down to 2.5 inches. First, there's 3 of, come down a little bit, 3 of this one, this cream colored. This is the largest. This is a 6 inch. There's 5 of this one, kind of a beige color. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this one. There's actually 2 different sizes, slightly different sizes and colors. 5 of those. There's 7 of this one, kind of an ecru, kind of beige color. And then there's 5 of this little almost gray one. This one's 2.5 inch. 5 of those. There's quite a few in here. I think I counted, there's 25 pieces, 25 doilies, and that's how much you get. And this is a $10 bundle, and I only have 3 of these. I can't put together any more because this is all I have of these. And that's all I have for now. Quick reminder that my Back to Crafting Challenge is still on until next Tuesday, so you still have time to enter. I'll put a link down below. I'm also going to put a link down below to Liz Benavides' video. She did a good video on how to take apart bodices. For those of you who are interested in how to work with these bodices that I've shown today. And if you're interested in any of these, please send me an email. The instructions on how to order are in the description box below. And bye for now.